Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. Hey, don't mind the bad face, don't mind this, I still look like a bad bitch on my worst day, so don't mind this. Anyways, this is gonna be a short video. I just wanted to throw out some words of motivation, how it's always important to be yourself. Um, Many times good people like me, and you've seen, all these things happen in the past, and it's kind of the mantra, like bad people live longer, good people die quicker, and things like that. If you are a person who constantly makes an effort to improve the well-being of people around you, if you're a person that constantly makes an effort to be non-judgmental, if you're an individual who constantly makes an effort to try to make sure that you align the impact of your actions with your intent, things will always work out for the best for you. Um, and many times when there are people like this, unfortunately, they end up getting the world response to them based off this consistency that they have, and sometimes it leads to people changing who they are. It leads to their view of things, not caring, not being nice, being conniving, being that. But here's the reality. The amount of bad things that are going to happen to you are going to be bad, but the quality of the good things are going to be more influential and more important than all of the bad things. That's all I want to say. Be real with yourself. A lot of times, especially so much good and bad in the world, and unfortunately, there is moral relativism. So, good to one person is not good to another person. You know, um, there's a long history of this, of moral relativism, and unfortunately, a lot of good people being exploited or being painted as the bad person. Fortunately, there's always some sort of medium that clarifies this. It doesn't matter what people may believe, and they think they're right. It doesn't matter. If you are real with yourself, if you are a great person, and you are honest, you are not naive. It doesn't matter what comes your way. If you have these traits, being a good person and not being naive, it doesn't matter what comes to you. So I want to throw that out for people who, whatever things you're going on in the world. I have like first world problems. I don't have issues. But, many people, they work every day. They're still struggling to pay rent. They're dealing with racism or something. They're, trying to, whatever it may be, whatever tribulations you're running into that may include people doing things to you because they don't like you. Stay who you are. Make an effort to identify why these people do not like you, and make sure that you have a strong argument to justify why it isn't a problem or why it may be a problem. It's very important to have some awareness, right? It's more important to be aware of how people perceive you, but it's also important to analyze the soundness of the argument that people are making to justify why they don't like you. You know, somebody may say they don't like you just because. Well, that's a circular argument. That doesn't help anything. It seems like you just got your feelings for something. What does that mean? There may be a variety of things. Make an effort to be real with yourself and brutally honest, and being realistic with how the world perceives you, and making an effort to have more precision about how you play into this. And if it comes down to the instance where some people think that some character traits of yours are bad, and you do not believe that it is, and if there were some sort of medium to determine who's worse or who's bad, it wouldn't matter and you'd end up winning, don't sweat it. In this instance, it may not be court, it may not be something, it may be life. Even if you are a good person and a great person in life, and you're not naive, your life will yield so many positive things. It's not even funny. It doesn't matter what the negative things are, because the people who do those negative things to you are also having negative things happening in their life. The quality of the good things in their life, they pale in comparison to the negative things that are swarming their life, that they engulf their lives in. So at the end of the day, it always benefits you. And many times you may get the short end of the stick, but again, you got to be aware of things you can control, things you can't control, things that are valid that, you know, may be grounds to change, things that aren't valid that may be that aren't grounds to change. You know, it's very important to be real with yourself and read. That's it. You know, just motivation. Love you all. Stay warm, stay safe. COVID is out here. I don't even know about the COVID shit right now. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm just, you know, doing what I do, you know. And, you know, make an effort to make the world a better place. Don't be a racist. Don't be garbage homophobe. Don't be socially conservative. Don't be any of these things. Don't. Be a good person that doesn't and a good person, and I think that many people agree to, is not including this racial conservatism, social conservatism. It doesn't include this. Anger, envy over a good trait, right? Envy over a good trait. Where you treat a person bad because of a good trait. Don't worry about that. Be real with yourself. If it's God that you get your utility from, okay, sure, do that, right? If that's what you do, then do that. If you know your morals and ethics are through that, and it obviously yields the same positive results as it would to someone like me who's an agnostic atheist for the most part, then do that. You know, but you got to be real. You got to be real with yourself. Don't let the negative energy of people around you impact yours. Make sure you protect it. All right, like, comment, subscribe.